Hi, my name is Fallon, and I'm the owner of mysecretcup.com, and I want to talk to you about my menstrual cup story. And I started my period when I was, I don't know, 12 or 13, somewhere between there, and I'm 27 now, but until I had my first son in 2007, I didn't have any really bad periods. It was just kind of normal. I'd have cramping and I'd take some Motrin and I'd stay home from church and just sit there with my water bottle or heating pad or whatever. And my period lasted for about 8 days. It was really long, it was really heavy, and I just had cramping. I didn't get sick or anything like my sister would, but wasn't fun. The cramps, just didn't feel like standing or doing anything. And then I had my first son in 2007, and after that I didn't have my period for years because I had a lot of kids. So after my fourth child, I had my period back finally, and I was so excited until I started getting really bad pain in my vagina when using tampons. It would hurt so bad that I would just lay on the couch, and I was really ready to get pregnant again because I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot handle having my period. This is ridiculous. How do other women do it? And of course, the answer is they take drugs, which I do not take any medication for anything at all. So I didn't want to do that. I was looking into herbs and stuff to try to get rid of the cramping, but nothing really did. And then I'd start having shooting pains in my uterus and felt like it was going like down my vagina, but it was just mostly in my uterus and really bad cramps that would make me stop in my tracks. So I was like, this is ridiculous. I used a pad and felt like I was wearing a diaper, and I just could not handle that. It was so disgusting, but I didn't have the aching or the pain in my vagina or in my uterus when I had the tampons out. And that is because tampons have dioxin and all sorts of other chemicals, but dioxin is the most toxic chemical known to man. So that can give a lot of women problems. So I sent my husband to the store, and he got me a Diva cup. And while he was at the store, I ordered a Lunette cup, and I ordered a Moon cup off Amazon. And I didn't know it at the time, but I guess there's a lot of there are a lot of imitation cups. They're not the real thing. I don't know where these scammers get the boxes and stuff, but the cups weren't even the real deal. Anyways, so I finally got my cups, but my period was already over, so I was like so excited to try it my next period. And I tried the Diva cup, and I didn't really like it so much. I had read online about women turning the cups inside out so the stems wouldn't bother them, because the first time I used the menstrual cup, the stem was poking me and kind of rubbed me raw, I guess, so it wasn't very comfortable. But I turned my cup inside out now, and it's perfect. So anyways, the first month I used the menstrual cup, my cramping was not nearly as bad as the month before. And then after that, the next month, my period was only 7 days instead of the 8 days, and my cramps were gone. I didn't have any cramping, no pain, anything. And my period was amazingly lighter. I just felt like I hardly bled at all. And then the next month, my period was down to 5 days, and then 4 days. So it kept going down every month, and now it's leveled out at about 4, sometimes 5 days, depending how much physical activity I do. But anyways, I did a lot of research, and I was starting to develop endometriosis, which is a really serious chronic disease that a lot of women have. I think it's over like 7 million in the entire world. Women have it. It can cause infertility. It can cause all sorts of problems. So glad that I found out about menstrual cups, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. My period is great. I don't even know I'm on my period. And menstrual cups, you can't even feel them. They're there doing what they're supposed to do, but there's been times where my kids were sick and I spent all day wiping their noses and I totally forgot I was on my period and I was like, oh, I need to go dump the menstrual cup. But the other great thing about menstrual cup is there's no reported cases of TSS. Tampons absorb all the blood, and that's the perfect breeding ground for odor and everything else, but for toxic shock syndrome. So you can leave this in for 12 hours and dump it just to be safe. I wouldn't leave it in any longer than that. You don't really need to, but if you dump it in the morning and then at night, you should be good. It's probably not even, it's not even going to fill up, but I don't know. I just dump it every 12 hours because that's what they say to do, and I want to be safe. So, yeah, if you use a menstrual cup, you're probably going to have shorter periods and less cramping, and you're not going to have to worry about stinking either. A tampon, when a tampon is inside of you, the stem is hanging out of you, and the tampon is it's just really close there. I guess somehow the air gets to it because it doesn't have an airtight seal like a menstrual cup, so they can smell like rotten fish or whatever, make you feel yucky, but you're going to feel so comfortable, so free when you're using a menstrual cup, and nobody's going to be able to smell it. No one's going to be able to see it because it doesn't hang out of you like a long tampon string. So I can say only good things about it, which is why I decided to open mysecretcup.com and sell menstrual cups. So I hope you check us out there, and thanks for watching this video.